Theodore Scarborough,
And what is today's date?
February 12th.
And we are at Sinai Hospital looking for...
My fiancee, Judith Teft.
Okay, so this is Tammy and Jody. We just walked out of the Oak Point Senior Care and Rehab Center, and it is Sunday about 2:30. We were coming to bring Judy some pizza and root beer, and we're now being told that she's not here. And so this is very, very alarming because this is what happens. They end up taking a person, and before you know it, they've gone missing. So we now have to wait and get a hold of the guardian. No one has any knowledge of where Judy's at. We just left the Oak Point Rehab Center, and she's not there. So what's going on with that?
I'm not sure. They've been moving her around, four or five, 6 times already, and it's just they're trying to keep her hidden from me, I guess.
And you have gone to jail because they're making a claim.
Right, contempt of court for breaking a no-contact order, which should have never been granted.
You know the backstory where it was in April of 2022, APS was called.
I came back in the house from being outside for a few minutes, and I noticed her getting, like she was dizzy, getting ready to hit the floor. So I caught her before she hit the floor and sat her down on her butt in the kitchen, and I called 911.
So 911 is the police, correct?
Right.
So 911 comes out, they take her away in a ambulance?
Yes.
So she goes off in the ambulance, she wakes up and makes an allegation that you hit her, which was obviously not true.
Correct.
And then that's where there's no contact came on.
I guess that's how they spun it out. I don't know. APS dropped their investigation on me in May. And this guy got a no contact ordered in the middle of August.
So you were interviewed by APS?
Just over the phone, basically. That was it. Very, very short, 10 minutes maybe.
And did she ask for any evidence that you guys have been together for 10 years, loving relationship, any of that?
I believe she asked how long we were together.
Tell me about the house that you both were living in.
Well, she bought the house back in 2012. And it was a foreclosed home at the time, and it had some damage done from a flood. And I got her $10,000 off that house when she bought it because I was going to do the work to repair it, which I did. And then I've done a lot of other improvements over the years too, such as a new privacy fence, a new furnace, new carpet. I just put in the front room like last September. And a new roof too. We put $8,000 roof on the house in 2016. And brand new appliances. I bought brand new furniture for our front room.
How did you get kicked out of the house? Let's start there.
That was by Terrence getting guardianship. And the first conversation I had with him was he was going to evict me out of the house. And he'd used intimidation, telling me that the sheriffs were going to physically remove me if I didn't move. And she was never coming out of a nursing home, and he was going to sell her house while the market's up.
So this guardian, is he an attorney?
Yes, he's an attorney / guardian, I suppose. He owns the company called St. Joseph Agency.
You didn't happen to record him on that, did you?
No.
Yeah, this is where people need to wear body cams to protect their loved ones.
Right.
Okay, so basically then he locked the doors on you, or what happened next?
Yeah, when I broke the no contact, I was in jail, and while I was in jail, he took it upon himself to change the locks while I wasn't there, and then when I got out, I couldn't get back in to remove the rest of my belongings.
So wait a minute, how come you went to jail again?
For breaking the no contact.
And okay, what does that mean? What did you do there?
Because I was having contact with Judy over the phone, basically because I'm worried about her because she had a sexual assault happen in one of these nursing homes, and that got swept under the rug by the Detroit Police Department and the Guardian.
And you said this is not the first or second or third nursing home at Oak Point that she's been at?
That's right. She's been at least 4 or 5 different ones now since this has happened.
And so have you gone to the local police to file a complaint?
I did about my belongings being removed from the house, but other than that, I didn't know if they could even help me.
Because I would say this is a form of kidnapping and exploitation. Agreed?
Definitely. Elder abuse is what I call it. The guy's not doing his job as a guardian. He's not looking out for her best interest at all.
Okay, last thing, anything you want to say to Judy?
I love you, Judy, and I miss you.
And when's the last time you seen her?
It's been since like August. Middle of August.
So you have paid, how much money do you think in attorney fees since this has gone down?
I've paid $4,000 already. I had to turn in my truck early on my lease, so I had money to get an attorney.
So you lost your transportation because a guardian wants your girlfriend's house.
And my home as well. You know, I've been kicked out of the house, and now I'm driving 80 miles round trip to go to work and back every day, when it would only be maybe 10 one way if we were still in the home that she shouldn't be getting taken away from her.
What are you going to do next?
Try to find a good attorney so I can get this no contact order pulled so I can go see the woman that I love and care for.
Well, and if you can't get an attorney, what's your next bet? What are you going to do?
Geez, I don't know. I've tried talking to all the news channels since it started, and I've pestered them numerous times, and none of them seem to want to report on it.
So this no contact order, though, how did they end up taking you into jail? I mean, like how did that work? Did they come knocking on your door? Did they have a warrant?
While I was in court the one day, they just took me right out the back door for another hearing to try to be her guardian, which they've been shooting me down this whole time. I spent Thanksgiving in jail. And I had a police report that I wanted to show her, and she didn't even want to see it.
So this is the judge that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And so how many times have you been in front of this Macomb County probate judge?
Probably 4 or 5 times already.
And one of the 5 times you got arrested.
Yeah.
And you have yet to get an evidentiary hearing.
Right.
So you're going to be hopefully calling Frank Cusimano and asking him to help you get a evidentiary hearing. And he should be doing it because he's a member of the bar, and he would be wanting to make the world a better place, would he not?
And yes, and the judge has also slandered me in the court as well. You know, she says that I live off of Judy's money and that I beat her up all the time. You know, it's just no one's produced any evidence on all these accusations that they've made. You know, especially the Terrence Gillison guy. All the accusations he's made are baseless.
Well, they're not baseless, they're lies.
Yeah,
and that's
lies.
the thing. And they use these false, nonsensical narratives to keep you where you have to defend yourself now.
This ain't about me, it's about you.
Right.
I'm defending myself for a 911 call.